What's happening, everyone? I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and it's time for another Total Chaos. Today, we're doing college hoops for your Tuesday, January the 31st. And I've got two expert handicappers here with me today to give me their opinion. Is it going over or under the total? Up first, I'm going to have Scott Reichel. Scott, last time you and Chip met, you went 2-1 and you tied. You were like the time machine forever, but in NFL Total Chaos on Friday. You beat Rodney. So you are the champ right now. 59, 65, and 2. How's it feel to be back?
Feels good. I'm still not the champ against Chip. I'm still not the champ against Terry. I mean, I'm the champ against Rodney, but, I'm trying to unify the belts.
That's fair. That's fair. Chip, you were 2-1 when you played against Reichel. You guys had a good tie. I mean, you made money in that tie. So I'm not talking any crap there. How do you feel about this card here?
Well, you gave me a really great game. You gave both of us a really great game to deal with. This Kansas State-Kansas game is going to be a top shelf tomorrow. It's going to be the lead play on Tuesday, I would think.
Oh, so over at the site is where you can find Chip's best bet on the Kansas State-Kansas game. And when you're over there, use the promo code NFL. It's going to save you 20% off whatever you get. All right, Reichel, you're a champ right now, so you're going to go first. K-State and Kansas is the game, and it's a 145. Is it going over or under the total?
Well, it's funny you gave us this game because in our first matchup, you gave us the exact same game. So in that one, I took the over. And this one, I'm actually going to take the under. The first meeting only had 144 points in regulation, despite 83 points in the first half. So the game really died in that second half. Plus, Kansas and Kansas State are both really good defensively. Kansas ranks 16th in defense efficiency, according to KenPom. Kansas State ranks 27th. And the under is 4-1 in the last 5 home games for Kansas. Even though the first one went over, it was because of overtime. But you had a really big outlier there in the first half, and the game still found a way under in regulation. I think that these teams with the rivalry are going to just simply kill each other out there, and I think you might see some referees swallow some whistles. I'm going to go with the under. It'll be close, but I think it finishes somewhere in the high 130s, low 140s.
What do you got on this one, Chip?
Well, Scotty boy, we are drawing blood on this one because I can't see it not going over the total. The stats here are overwhelming. Not only has Kansas State only won 7 times in the last 45 times they played Kansas, including the time they won this year. These two teams have been going over. This Kansas State this year really is a scoring machine. They've gone over 13-3 the last 16 on the road, 9-3 after a straight up win, 17-5 against teams that have a winning percentage of 60 or better. And, both teams are scoring machines and second time around, maybe they'll adjust and play some tougher defense. But, there's a guy called Grady Dick that plays for Kansas who's been absolutely horrid the last 4 games with his 3-point shooting. And I think it's about time he warmed back up and put some points on the board. He's 6 for 26 in his last 4. He's much better than that. And Jalen Wilson's leading the pack, or the Big 8 in scoring. What's it, the Big 12 now, right? We've gone from the Big 8 to the Big 12 in scoring. So I'm going to play the game over the total. Scotty, we're going to draw some blood here. We'll see what happens.
Eventually, it's just going to be like the high 5 or something. All right, Chip, keep me rolling. We got Indiana at Maryland. This one's at a 140.
Well, there's going to be contrasts and styles. The Hoosiers, for years under Bobby Knight, were always a defensive team, and you look for them to play solid defense. They're a run-and-gun shooting team now. They're scoring points like crazy, 78.6 a game. And Maryland is just the opposite. Maryland's going to a slower pace and a slow tempo. They're only scoring 63.7 points a game. And their under is 11-4. And in college basketball nowadays, with the 3-point shot, it's hard to go 11-4 to the under. Over is the call with the Indiana Hoosiers, 9-3-1 in the last 13. But I'm thinking this game's going to stay under because I'm looking for the home team to dictate the tempo. And that's Indiana here. So I'm going to play it under.
All right, you fooled me on that one. It was the way you said it. I just thought you were taking it over. Boom, under it is. Scott Reichel, how do you feel about this one?
I'm going to go with the under as well. Maryland's been very good defensively at home. They've allowed less than 65 points in 5 of their last 6 home games. You mentioned the pace, but to go through the numbers here, Maryland ranks 268th in offensive tempo. So I think they'll do whatever they possibly can to avoid Indiana getting out in transition. And to look at the last couple of meetings, each of the last 3 meetings have had less than 139 points. So based on historical meetings and based on Maryland's really just desire to play slow, I think this game finds a way to die pretty much in the 130s, so I'll take the under.
Well, if it works for Virginia, why can't it work for everyone? SDSU is at Nevada. This is a 138.5. Nevada coming off that little loss at UNLV. Red Cannons are suckers. What do you got on 138.5, right, Shell? Chip knows. Chip lives in Vegas. You know.
I'm going to go with the over in this one. The first meeting landed 139, despite Nevada shooting terribly just in general. Nevada shot 39.7% from the floor and 20% from three, and the game still landed 139. So I think this total is just too short. The over's 5-0 in Nevada's last 5 home games, and the over's 4-1 in San Diego State's last 5 road games. I just see some points here. I think that Nevada's defense isn't exactly good enough to stop San Diego State's offense, and I'm hoping Nevada at home will shoot anywhere just better than what they did against San Diego State on the road. It's tough to shoot that badly twice. I think they'll shoot better. Give me a game that gets into the 140s. I'll take the over.
All right. What do you think, Chip?
I'm in agreement here, but it's going to be a great game, I think, for the most part. I mean, San Diego State's 5-0 on the road, 4-1 against the points, and you have the other side here. Nevada's 10-0 at home, but both these teams should be able to score. They're over machines. 4-1 on the road to the over with the Aztecs, and 12-8 on the season. Nevada's 13-8 to the over on the season, 8-2 to the over in their last 10. I have to agree with Scotty here. They're 5-0 in their home games, going over the total. I just think these teams are going to put some points on the board here, and I expect a great game between the two. And it should be close enough to even have a shot to go overtime, and that's how we covered in that Kansas State-Kansas game the last time they met. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I would agree with an overtime. For me, SDSU has always been an under team. Like, just in my brain, they're recognized that way for me, but they have been moving over more. This Nevada team is not my favorite in the world, but they are ranked 3, and SDSU is ranked 1. And that little spot of Boise State right in the middle there, Nevada needs to climb up to get closer. So I'm with you. I definitely could see an overtime happening. All right, guys. So tell the people who you are and where they can find more of you. Scott Reichel, kick us off.
You can find me on Twitter at Reichel Radio. All free picks over there, whether it's the YouTube videos for Winners and Winers every night or just the podcast I do every day. It's all free. Find it all on my Twitter.
Chip Chirimbus, what do you got going on over at picksandparlays.net?
Well, you know, it's big games and big money and the big game players there. We gave you the Game of the Year winner with Kansas City yesterday, and
thank you for
the Megabuck plays just keep rolling. Well, you know, 7-1 in college. Now we're 4-1 in the pros for the year with Games of the Year. And, you know, last year we had a perfect record. So really happy with them. Not going to have a Game of the Year this weekend, but we're going to have a Megabuck Best Bet winner at picksandparlays.net. Log on, follow the buy links. Get my Fab 5. Last week we ended up going 4-2 on Saturday. Though we blew that Wisconsin game, Allie. I'm telling you, I don't know what happened. The Badgers just can't shoot this year.
I did too.
And I'm giving up on them, so we're done with them. But we're still in the winning column, so just log on and get the big game winner from the big game player.
You know who went to college at Wisconsin?
I did. This team sucks. Before the season, I was shocked they were even the fact that they almost beat Kansas was shocking to me in one of the tournaments before, because they don't have much talent. They can't score. Like, it's the same case every year.
They're a different team this year.
They lost Johnny Davis, and they didn't replace him with anybody, so they can't really score. So there you go. But
that's just it. All right, people, if you want Chip Chirimbus's best plays, that mega buck winner this weekend, head over to picksandparlays.net. Use the promo code NFL. It's going to save you 20% off whatever you get. Don't forget about my official sponsor, Caesar Sportsbook. Download the app. Use the promo code Woodful. It's going to get you up to $1,250 in a risk-free first bet. If you're looking for more of me, find me at Plus Money Honey. And like I always say, may the best capper win. Thanks, guys.